Beginner's Guide to Meal Prepping. Have you ever heard a goal without a plan is just a wish? Odds are, not only have you heard this, but you have in one way or another way experienced this. Here is a nutrition coach confession. I struggle with my nutrition, and the reason is not because I didn't know what to do, but because I failed to plan. My name is Ayşe from Cherokee Barbell Strength and Nutrition. Welcome to our nutrition talk, where we're going to discuss the 5 easy steps to meal prepping like a pro, or in other words, 5 easy steps to turn that wish into a goal with the right plan. At Cherokee Barbell Strength and Nutrition, we believe there is no diet that will do what healthy eating does. And here at Cherokee Barbell, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition should not be complicated, as nutrition is the foundation to everything we do. The foundation to our nutrition is having a great plan. Let's circle back to my confession. As I stated, I knew the right foods to eat, but I wasn't always making it easy to make the right choices. Have you ever had a long day at work or just out running errands, and the last thing you want to do is figure it out what is for dinner? Have you ever gotten home to realize that you didn't remember to defrost the meat to cook? Have you ever just skipped out on making a vegetable to save time and have one less thing to chop? I have been there. This led to an easy mindset shift of, let me just order some food, or I'll just eat this bag of chips instead. Maybe those cookies staring at me in the pantry, or that frozen pizza I know I bought when I was hungry. If you have been there, this nutrition talk is for you. Meal prepping for success is a must to our health and wellness goals. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity back in 2017 found that meal planning is associated with some really great benefits, such as having a higher overall food variety and quality. More specifically, it was associated with lower odds of being overweight and obese for women and being obese for men. So if it is important, let's dive into 5 easy steps. Step 1, pick 3 staple recipes that look good to you. Step 1 requires a little bit of research, but this is the fun part. Imagine if you had planned for and prepped 1 breakfast, 2 meals with a focus on protein, and 1 starchy side dish. Not only do you have some tasty food to look forward to, but it will be easier on those busy days when you just don't have enough energy to plan out meal. Front loading some work will make your future self very happy. If you aren't sure where to start, check out amazing recipes on Healthy Steps Nutrition website, already broken down into categories for you. Let's look at a few of my favorite recipes. Amish oatmeal is so easy to make, and it's always a fan favorite. Add your favorite nuts or seeds, fruit, and add some milk to enjoy. If you love eggs, try to egg muffins. A great go-to breakfast for those rushed mornings and a great place to add in veggies. Who says you cannot enjoy sweets when eating healthy? If you're a fellow chocolate lover, you have to try the double chocolate overnight oats. The yogurt gives us new smooth consistency you don't normally expect from an oatmeal. Next, we want to choose 2 proteins. Let's face it, protein is always the biggest barrier when it comes to mealtime. Why? Well, it takes the longest to cook. Add extra defrost time and forget about it. Having proteins already pre-chosen and made will make it easier to make the right choices. What if healthy options become just as convenient as those processed foods or fast food places? Try the HSN pulled chicken by throwing it into the crock pot, or check out our meatloaf muffins for a great easy lunch that is packed with protein and veggies. Those two are my go-tos. Lastly, that starchy side dish. This tends to be my family's favorite part of the meal. This may be some garlic mashed cauliflowers, rice, or even this delicious and easy to make roasted butternut squash. That dash of cinnamon makes this dish everyone craves. For the rice cauliflower, Costco has a great frozen cauliflower rice. You don't even need to buy anything or prep anything, just buy it frozen and have it in your freezer. As you start to pick out your recipes, remember to take inventory of the tools you have. One mistake we see is not being efficient with your time because you're constantly waiting for one dish to finish before starting the next. For example, if you only have one crock pot, you won't pick out two crock pot meals to make. Imagine if you had the HSN crock pot chicken going, the egg muffins or Amish oatmeal in the oven, one dish on the stove like the egg roll in a bowl, and overnight oats for the fridge. Not only will you have a full fridge of meals for the week, but you will have done this all at the same time efficiently rather than taking all day to prep. My top favorite tools in the kitchen include large mixing bowls, crock pot, muffin tin, and roasting pans. Step 2, plan your staples, snacks, and veggies. Once you have a few recipes made, we can then pair these veggie staples for a complete meal. Maybe you're a big fan of roasted broccoli or Brussels sprouts at dinner, or maybe some carrots with bell peppers and hummus at lunch with the meatloaf muffins. Balanced and healthy snacks are easy to forget about as we mindlessly grab processed snacks in the pantry. Instead, plan out some fruits like apples or bananas with your favorite nut seed butter, or maybe grapes with a few almonds on the side. Again, having these options already easy to grab will help you choose more of those healthful food options throughout your day. Have a busy day on the go? Be sure to have snacks ready for that. A few great examples are low sugar Greek yogurts, RX bars, or perfect bars, turkey jerky with fruit, or deli meat rolled with avocado and bell peppers. Step 3, do an inventory of your pantry and refrigerator. Have you ever gotten excited about a meal and then realized that you're missing one ingredient? Or worse, have you ever just gotten home from shopping to find you forgot that one thing when you were just out? This can be so frustrating and cause us to lose our motivation and choose more convenient processed foods. One easy way to avoid this is by doing an inventory of what you have and what you will need for the week using those staples you already picked out. Once you have this, create a grocery list. A grocery list is something that is often overlooked, especially if we get into the routine of buying the same things every time. This may lead to overstocking on something that you then end up throwing out. Taking the time to plan first before you shop will help you stay focused and ensure you are buying what you need. A great way to write a list is by writing out your proteins, veggies, fruits, and starchy carbs, as well as miscellaneous things like those go to snacks. Step 4, go grocery shopping. This seems like an obvious next step, but now we're fully ready to hit the aisle with our list in hand. First pro tip, stick to the list. Second pro tip, don't go shopping while you're hungry. Way too many chip bags and cookies have been bought on an empty stomach. To stay focused on your list, try to stick to a perimeter of the store. This is where you can find lean meats and other whole foods such as fruits, veggies, and dairy. Before you add to your grocery cart, be sure to take a look at the nutrition label. The other things has been really helping me with the grocery shopping with the new baby. I have been doing digital shopping, and it helps me not to buy the things that I don't need in the house. When you go to the grocery shopping, you need to follow the first pro tip. You have to stick to the list. With the digital, you can just put in what you need, and then you can just pick right at the store. It's very convenient. Here's a common mistake. Not looking at the label to make an informed choice. Have you ever wondered why certain foods or snacks have that packing, placing in the store, and certain health claims? Because there are people that make a whole lot of money to create eye-catching products that encourage you to buy it. This has to do with the colors, the placing, and just about everything else about the product, and we don't even realize it. This gets even worse with the confusing health claims that may persuade you to add something to your cart. Here's a great example. You see a product that says reduced sugar. At first, this may seem like a healthy choice because it has reduced sugar, but this claims is just saying it has 25% less sugar than the original. If this is a strawberry Pop-Tart, the original has 30 grams of sugar per package, meaning the reduced sugar would have about 23 grams of sugar. The recommended amount of sugar per day is about 24 grams for women and no more than 36 grams per day for men. That is nearly a full day's worth of sugar, even though it sounds healthier with reduced sugar. So how do you read a nutrition label? Great question. First, look at the serving information. All the following information is based on that one serving. Did you know that a serving of ice cream is only about half cup? Not that entire pint. Let's get back to understanding proper portions as step number 1. Next, we should look at how many calories per that serving. This is going to tell you how much energy you will get from food because calories are just providing energy to your body. They are not good nor bad. Next, we want to look at the details starting with saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars. We want to find products that are minimally processed, which will be lower in all three. You will also find micronutrients like vitamin D, calcium, iron, and more. Look at the percentage daily value. This is the percentage of the daily value for each nutrient in the food. This will help you understand if a product is good for a certain micronutrient or if it is high in fat or another micronutrient. I will leave you with this pro tip regarding reading labels. When looking at the ingredient list, they are listed in order of abundance. If corn syrup is the first or second ingredient, that means it has more sugar than anything else. Step number 5, meal prepping. How many times have you gotten all the foods, but then it goes bad in their fridge. We have all done this at some point, maybe more than we would like to admit. A great pro tip is blocking out time after you shop to prep your meals. Once you get home, block out an hour to bring everything in and just dive right into prepping the meals and snacks you plan for. Get the crock pot ready for that pulled chicken. Get the oven started for the egg muffins and start rinsing and chopping those fruits and veggies to make them just as convenient as any processed pre-packed snack. Once you get home from shopping, you need to start cooking. Remember from earlier, timing is everything. You wouldn't plan to make 2 crock pot meals if you only have 1 crock pot, right? So be sure to plan for the foods you can make all simultaneously to become your most efficient. Here's a great example. Start pulled chicken, 10 minutes prep, 4 hours cooking. Number 2, cut veggies for egg muffins and start the oven. Number 3, bake egg muffins for 25 minutes. Number 4, while those are in the oven, get the stove heating to make the egg roll in a bowl that takes no more than 15 minutes. As everything is finishing up their cooking times, go back and finish rinsing, chopping, portioning out those fruits and veggies for the week. Be sure to place them front and center of the fridge to remind you and everyone in the house to reach for those first. If you need variety throughout your week, find different sauces or seasonings to add, as well as different complementing sides to help you feel as though you're eating a variety of foods and flavors each day. For example, if I make the pulled chicken in the crock pot, on Monday, I may add that to brown rice with roasted broccoli. Tuesday, I turn it into a chicken tikka or fajita. Wednesday, I may add this into a wrap, and Thursday, maybe it goes into a soup or casserole. Here you can see 5 easy ways to use the same ground turkey throughout the week. We want you to feel excited about the foods you're eating. Love your food while saving time, reducing waste, and incorporating variety. I hope you took a lot from this nutrition talk today, because so many struggle to meal prep and end up avoiding it as they think they need to eat the same thing every day or spend all day in the kitchen. With these 5 easy steps, you can feel confident and set yourself up for success. Again, thank you for joining me. And if you're looking for additional help to dive into your nutrition to reach those short and long-term goals, be sure to schedule a free intro today to get started with one of our amazing nutrition coaching on staff. Thank you.